To the forecast discussion for July 6th, 2014. It is currently 9:49 a.m. It's a wonderful Sunday morning out there with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s over the northern interior, especially over northeastern Pennsylvania, and lower to mid 70s throughout the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area with a light southwesterly breeze at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Absolutely beautiful out there once again with dew points in the 50s, making very low humidity. Again, comfortable weather conditions. It seems like we're in a pattern where we just lock in just in time for the weekend for perfect weather. So we continue that trend once again, and honestly, it looks like next weekend, same trend once again. So let's take a look at the latest surface map, and what we have in place is high pressure. Now, the important observation here is that this high pressure system is starting to shift off the coast, thus the weak southwesterly winds that will increase in strength later on this afternoon, and especially for tomorrow. Here is what's left of Hurricane Arthur. It is now a strong extratropical low pressure system that is battering portions of the Canadian Maritimes, and then we have a few disturbances lining up that will impact the region for next week, with the threat for an isolated shower or thunderstorm in the evening every day, Monday through Friday. So as you can see, it's going to be an active week, but enjoy today. It's going to be absolutely beautiful out there with high pressure and control. Temperatures rising into the lower to mid 80s along the coast and mid 80s everywhere else with low humidity. Unfortunately, that will not last. We'll get to that in just a moment. On the radar, nothing really going on. High and dry, very quiet. What you see here is what you call sea breeze fronts. That's what's showing up here, but that's just ground clutter and not really anything to be concerned about. On the latest infrared satellite picture, again, high pressure in complete control. Look at this. It's just absolutely beautiful out there. See this? This is what's left of these powerful thunderstorms out here in the plains. What's happening is that they're diving through the northern plains towards Chicago, through the Ohio River Valley, and by the time they get to Pennsylvania, they're nothing but a few clouds. So it's pretty interesting to watch that the clouds that are over your head this afternoon are the same clouds that produce very strong to severe thunderstorms over the northern plains and the Great Lakes. Otherwise, very quiet out there, nothing really to be concerned about over the next 24 hours. On the water vapor satellite picture, I wanted to show you this, kind of get you an idea what the pattern is setting up for. This upper level low is going to shift towards the Gulf of Alaska, and that's going to allow a nice little ridge to build over the southeast. That ridge over the southeast will only get so far, get up to about Washington, and we're going to be in a northwesterly flow. So at the surface, what you're going to be dealing with is a southwesterly wind with increasing humidity and temperatures throughout this week in the upper 80s to lower 90s. Unfortunately, on the backside of that, you're also going to have a northwesterly flow at the upper levels, like this. And that is going to transport these little pesky disturbances, like this one here, and this one up here, and this one here, through the northern mid-Atlantic, and that's going to keep the threat for isolated to widely scattered showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon and evening. So it's going to be like a typical summer week. We're going to have temperatures near to slightly above, very slightly above normal. We're talking about like maybe 1 or 2 degrees above normal for high temperatures throughout this week, with temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s. Now, where you don't get a thunderstorm and it's sunny most of the day, let's say in like an urban area like Philadelphia, you could push up to 93, 94 degrees. But I think that's going to be more the exception than the rule this week with these showers and thunderstorms moving through. The morning hours, expect areas of fog in this type of pattern. So that's pretty much what we're setting up here. And then thereafter, another upper level low locks in a little bit further to the west of here. And that leads to a ridge over the west and a very impressive trough in the east. And you're talking about temperatures by next weekend in the upper 70s to lower 80s. So let's take a look at the latest model guidance using the Penn State UWall website. Again, for today, high pressure in control, very comfortable weather conditions. For Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, what we could expect is we're going to be on the eastern side of these troughs. And that means we're going to be on the southwesterly flow at the mid-levels, and that's, of course, going to mean hot and humid weather conditions, low temperatures in the upper 60s to lower 70s, a few mid-70s mixed in there in urban locations, high temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s, high levels of humidity, so it's going to feel like the mid-90s to lower 100s with those high levels of humidity. and of course a threat for a scattered to isolated shower or thunderstorm each day, and some of those thunderstorms could be severe. We're talking about very strong winds, wind gusts over 50 miles per hour, hail, frequent lightning, very heavy downpours, possibly even an isolated tornado. So we're going to keep rather busy for this upcoming week with the threat for thunderstorms. Then on Friday night, the strong cold front finally blows through, and on Saturday, notice we start developing a very nice deep trough. And by Saturday, high pressure will be in control. So look for scattered cloud cover on Friday evening once that cold front moves through. Saturday and Sunday, high pressure in control. Absolutely beautiful out there. Temperatures in the lower to mid 80s away from the coast, upper 70s to lower 80s along the coast with low levels of humidity. Now take a look at 7 to 10 days. We're going to switch it up here and look at this trough that develops between basically next week and early next week. Very deep trough. In response to the deep trough around the Aleutians, you get a ridge in the west, and you get a very deep broad trough in the east. And that, of course, means that all your hot and humid weather conditions are suppressed down towards the Gulf of Mexico, and we are in a very nice Canadian air mass with low humidity and comfortable temperatures. That's your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there.